excused for Kim Tae-hyun. So I think Kim has been allowed to not compete this weekend, which means he won't be in the lineup against Atlanta this afternoon.
That'll be the Blazers and the Blasters.
Inside the table, outside the table, external, the wet line.
There is a good excuse for Kim. He's dealing with an injury coming off surgery on his foot.
So umpire Hong Yeo-jang reminding Park to serve the ball outside of the table. The ball toss has to be straight from a flat palm. Palm usually has to be behind the table. Contact has to be behind the table. You can't throw the ball up or serve over the table surface. And a big forehand from Lee, countered by Park. Surprising to see Lee go on the attack this early in the match. Kewei is a really outstanding table tennis player. It's a really long history in multiple places. He's in the Chinese national team, and then actually went and represented Malta. Played for Malta and was ranked 80th in the world. I remember when I moved to the US around 2014, he was really, you know, almost any tournament that I went to, he was featured prominently in the final or winning the tournament. So one of the stronger players in the US at that time.
Lee serving 2-7. Comes in attack mode and finishes the job superbly. There's the chopping.
Great point from both players. Jeongwoo just really steady with the topspin, moving the ball around and mixing in some drops there as well.
Long goes Lee, who played singles 3 versus the win week 4. It was a different competitor. It was Sean Zhang. Lost those 3 games to Sean Zhang. Zhang teamed up with Park in doubles earlier in this matchup today. Won 2 of 3 games.
3-8.
Park certainly the younger of the two, but say more match sharp, more active player. Kewei is dominantly coaching for the past number of years, not as active in competition. Table tennis is a really tough sport. You know, you can come into a practice hall and hit some balls around and you'll still be able to regain some of that technique and timing and feeling, but going into a match is it's a whole other kettle of fish.
Lots of distance to travel to move back towards the table was Lee, who airs. As Park threw in some short stuff.
4-10.
Game points for Park.
And there was a huge amount of ground to cover if Kewei was going to get near that one.
Down the line goes Park. Seizes an opportunity to take the first game with authority. 11-4. The sweep for Chicago.
1-0.
Every single one of these games is 2-11. You don't have to win by 2. Each game won is a point in the overall tally, which is being charted bottom left of your screen. 8-2, the overall score.
Chicago will certainly be happy to guarantee their Golden Game lead this early in the match.
The Golden Game will come up after singles 4, so after singles 3, one more singles match, and that will be Benedict Olaf. Emmanuel Lebison.
One, four. Four, two. Four,
Into the
three.
net with the serve. Lee within one.
Big counter from Lee.
Four.
It's definitely been much more aggressive. Just looking for those forehand opportunities, not really
Five.
committing to playing defensively at all.
But it's the recovering after he initiates the offense. That is where the footwork is put to the test.
Yeah, I mean, the other challenge for Lee is that typically defensive players not as comfortable playing against left-handers. Well, right-handed defensive players at least.
And why do you say that?
Because in table
Six,
tennis, the
five.
down the line angle is shorter than the cross court, so there's a lot more safety in the cross court angle. And so the backhand pip side, which a lot of the time they rely on to be more awkward for players, there's just more safety for a left-hander to play their forehand cross court to the backhand.
Got to the forehand right behind the serve. Did Park. 7-5 in front.
Brilliant down the line there from Kewei, and he's kept
Seven.
things relatively close in the second game. More a question of whether he can pull ahead in time to get the job done.
Seven,
Really
seven.
active on the forehand.
Time out.
In game 2.
Yeah, so for Park, it's
Eight,
really about
seven.
getting good depth and rotation on the first ball so that he can keep Lee on the defensive. Got to make it difficult for Lee to get those stronger forehand counterattacks.
Eight.
That was a strong forehand, and Lee goes back to playing defensive and wins that point on the defensive end.
A little bit loose on the serve there. It's an easy backhand open up for Park.
That's set up pretty nicely
Nine.
for Park, wanting to put that ball away down the line. But errors on the forehand rip. 9 apiece. Lee looking for his first singles game win of the season. A little trouble handling that spinny serve. Gives Park game points.
Nice serve and third ball attempt from Park, but he doesn't land the forehand. Let's see what Lee Kewei brings to the table in this golden point.
The excitement of the golden point. The next point won will give that player the game. Park does it despite some hefty resistance put up there from Lee, the veteran. It's the up-and-coming star in Park who shines from 10-all, getting in a wicked cross-court with width and angle off the forehand to put the Wind in front, 9-2. Soaking in greatness on the court. What we can say, going back to the second game, is that the timeout was called, and since then Park has played so much better.
0-2.
And Lee, who traditionally has been a defensive player, went to the offense, but he's gone more defensive since that timeout.
Yeah, I mean,
0-3.
the key part of this match for Jeongwoo Park is preventing Kewei from playing those attacking shots. Been playing great angles,
1.
been playing with a lot of quickness. You know, Kewei doesn't move as quickly as he used to before in setting up those forehand attacks. But I think Park just made those opportunities a little bit too easy for him in the beginning, especially in the start of game 2, and he was able to find those attacking opportunities, but they've become few and far between as the match has gone on.
With that forehand loop from underneath the table to the side of the table and blocked too far from Park. Topspin versus backspin, and it's an error off the more offensive player, Park.
See how much leg work has to go into those forehand loops against Chop. So many people
5-3.
who don't know about table tennis assume it's an unathletic sport. It's a, you know, a game where you just kind of hit the ball with your hands and you don't really have to move. But when you watch these slow motions from different angles, you can see the amount of leg muscle, the amount of body weight that has to be transferred onto the ball.
5-4.
After this singles 3, we will transfer to singles 4. That is still to come. Benedict Ola versus Emmanuel Levison. Packing away at the backspin defense of Lee is that formidable forehand topspin attack from Park. 6-4. What a counter from Park. Coach Owens calls him the best player on the team, and he looked all the part by navigating one down the line.
Just love seeing those seamless, almost effortless looking block counters.
8-5.
You can really see the difference when players are playing against defense of where the body weight comes from, whether they're pulling up into the ball contact from their shoulder above the ball, or whether they're pushing from under. You could see in that last point before, a lot of that acceleration came from above the ball contact, and it just doesn't really get the quality you need. You have to be driving with your legs from below the ball.
5-10.
A quality effort here for Park, who is closing in on a sweep.
10-6.
Already we've seen a sweep in singles 2 go the Wind's way, with Mo Xiong overcoming Jeongwoo. It's another all-out dominant performance in singles for Chicago Wind today. Jeongwoo Park, after playing doubles, gets back on the court, thrilling and dismantling Lee. 3 games to none. Singles 4 is upcoming.